It's update time and we have a bunch of stuff to talk about. I'm talking about free items being given out, a funny glitch with those items that you can actually do, explaining the new Void Rift Zone, glitch consumables, refund tokens, and more. Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. How you guys doing? Hit that like button down below if you're having a good day so far. And yeah guys, in this one we have a ton of things to talk about. Obviously, the content update just came out today, the V10.10. Yeah, the numbers are getting crazier and crazier. But yeah, I got a ton of fun stuff to talk about. Some funny glitches, some free items. Again, we're going to be explaining the Void and everything about that. Like, what exactly is this location? We're going to be going over all of that stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on into it. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel for more fun videos coming out soon. Also, if you want to help support me, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir. Reminder, it resets every 14 days. So make sure to check that you have that code still in there. Alright guys, but starting off this video, let's start off with something a little bit funny, a little bit of a light thing. That's a funny little addition they put into the game, I guess. Or maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But it's part of the Void. Now, we're going to be talking more about the Void later in the video, but I wanted to start off with this funny little thing. So let's head over to that location, obviously on the map. You've got it right over there. But yeah, real quick, we can head on over there. Spotted a llama down there as well. Doesn't really matter though. Alright, so yeah, here we are at the Void. And again, let's talk more about like this location itself, what it means, the secrets of it. But this funny little, glitch or whatever is actually right over here. And that is that the soccer ball is still here. I know it's just a little thing, but again, I thought it was kind of funny to start out this video with a floating soccer ball. Now, oddly enough, I believe it's still here because that is where the soccer ball spawned on the soccer field. It was literally like right here, and obviously this location is right below that. So the soccer ball is still here, oddly enough. So if we get some materials and maybe build on up, okay, or just put it like right into the floor, we can jump up there and knock it down. So yeah, there you go. The soccer ball is still here. It's floating, but yeah, it's still there. So yeah, guys, now the question is, can you still score with the soccer ball into the soccer net? Put your comments down below. Your guesses, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Can you still score? Oh, you can't. Well, I mean, you kind of can, but there's no like confetti or anything. That's kind of funny. But after that then, guys, let's get into it with some super interesting stuff. And this first thing is actually some free items that you can unlock. Or actually, you probably already unlocked one of them, but there are some other ones that you can unlock as well, supposedly. It's still a little bit up in the air how you unlock them, but there are some more items that you can get. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So first of all, just starting it out here, and there's also a glitch with these items that you can do. We'll get into that. Don't worry. It's pretty funny as well. But yeah, if you logged into Fortnite today, you probably noticed, at least most people seem to have gotten a brand new spray completely for free. And what it said was basically this screen right here, and it gave you a Stay Smooth spray. At least that's the one I got. I'm not sure if everybody got the same one, because apparently there are 4 in total, which leads to the question of how are you going to unlock these 4 different sprays. But again, I got this one right here, which is the Stay Smooth with the Peely Smoothie. It is animated too. It's like shiny, which is definitely pretty cool for a spray. I only have like one other animated one. But yeah, there are 3 other ones. Now, thanks to iFireMonkey on Twitter for posting about these, but there are 4 in total. So real quick, we'll go over the other ones. There is the Play to Win spray, which is obviously, an umbrella. It's a silver umbrella, which is pretty interesting. Or actually, it's probably just the normal one now that I'm looking at it. I haven't used the normal one in like a very long time, but that appears to be animated as well. They all have like the same type of background. Take notice of that, especially as we go into the next one here, which is Take Cover with the rocket. And again, it has that similar type of background, the sort of square with the piece taken out of it. Each one of them has a very similar background, which is, peculiar. I wonder why they decided to do that. But yeah, there's the Take Cover one. And then after that, you also have the Comet, which once again has that same type of background. So all 4 of these have the same, pretty similar background, but obviously this one is the Comet. So how are we going to go about unlocking these? That is still up in the air, but the current idea is that maybe we're going to get these over the next few days. Obviously, if you're watching this video, like a week from now, you're probably already going to have these, if that is indeed the case. But yeah, I still wanted to bring that up because there's some free items that we may be getting soon. Now, with that, there is a glitch that you can do with these items that is pretty funny. So real quick, let's jump into how to do that. It's a pointless one, but it's still, it's pretty funny, so I had to put it into this video. Now, basically, how you go about doing this one is you want to go to one of the 2 rift zones, either Tilted Town or the one in Retail Row. Now, it may work in other ones, but those are the two rift zones that it works in as of me making this video. But basically, you want to head into one of those two rift zones. And actually, as a bonus right here, if you didn't know, if you go into Playground and go into, I think, Tilted Town or Retail Row, if you double tap your jump button, you can actually fly within the rift zones, which is pretty interesting. I'm not exactly sure why that is the case, but hey, it's kind of a fun thing to mess around with. But that's not what we're talking about right here. We're talking about a glitch specifically with these sprays. Or it actually doesn't matter which spray you use, but when you go inside of these rift zones, it takes away the limit on how many sprays you can use. So usually you can only use 3 of them at a time before it, gets rid of the oldest one. But in these zones, you can use as many as you want, which makes for some very interesting things. And I mean, you know what we gotta do. We gotta make a 1x1 and completely cover the entire thing, which honestly took a while longer than I expected it to. But yeah, as you can see here, speeding it up a little bit, going all the way around this 1x1, you can completely cover it. And especially with the animated ones, it looks super interesting. So yeah, as you can see here, it is quite the sight to see. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny, so I had to add it into this video for sure. But after that, guys, let's get into it and explain the void a little bit better, because it's definitely not a normal type of rift zone. In fact, it's not actually a rift zone at all, apparently. So let's go ahead and explain exactly why this crater is here where the soccer fields used to be. And actually, starting it out here, something interesting, they're not technically called the soccer fields. Apparently, this location was called the rec center. That's what it says in the patch notes for it, and I never knew that, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, what the patch notes say about it is that the map has changed. The rift beacon at the rec center malfunctioned, causing an explosion that left a giant crater and created the glitched consumables. So that is right, guys. Basically what that means is that this is sort of, an accidental location. The rift beacon that was here earlier didn't work properly. That also makes a lot more sense because it didn't follow the same timeline of like when it, got powered on. It was added into the game a bit earlier than the other ones for sure. So we definitely have to keep an eye out for that and see if other locations are going to have like malfunctioned areas. But honestly, I think this is probably going to be the only one because, it has the glitched consumables and that is why they were added here. But either way, it is not a technical rift zone because it does not have that bubble around it, similar to how Tilted Town and Retail Row have those around them, which is definitely interesting overall. That still means that we have a lot of other locations that are still yet to return. So next week, we're probably going to get an old location returning, and we've got a bunch more to return still. Going over the locations, we still have Lazy Links is said to return, and also these aren't confirmed, but there's clues on the map pointing towards them returning. You have the Corrupted Zones, Flush Factory, Greasy Grove I think was rumored, Moisty Mire, Risky Reels, which is a fan favorite, and maybe another one I can't quite remember. Am I forgetting one? If I am, leave a comment down below, but either way, there's a bunch of locations that are still yet to return most likely. So yeah, next week will definitely have to be a big location returning, especially since it's going to be a full update, I'm pretty sure. But keeping it going here, guys, there is a free refund token being given out to people that have a specific wrap. Now, you probably know which wrap it is. It's the one that's part of like the toys one, and when I say free refund token, or whatever they're called, it's specifically for this item. As you guys probably knew with the other ones that recently got updated, you could choose to return them because, well, obviously the skins got changed up quite a bit. Now with that, this wrap was also then included with that and given the same opportunity, whereas you can choose to return it with a free refund token, but the token is specifically for that item. It's not like you can use it on any other item, and it says right here that you get like 30 days. But on top of that, the wrap also got a new style, which is the red style. Or actually, it's not a style, it's actually a separate wrap, which is pretty interesting. Or actually, all 3 of these are separate wraps. I didn't really notice that. You've got the green toy, the gray toy, and then now the red plastic, or it doesn't say toy, it says red plastic. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, with all these changes, I guess you can choose to refund it if you already have it and you wanted to. Then after that, guys, real quick talking about like the glitched consumables on the map. I find them pretty interesting because they actually bring back the, oh man, it's been a while. What are they called? The shadow stones and also the hop rocks, which is super interesting. I miss the hop rocks. Those were a good item to have, or a good consumable item to have. But yeah, in case you are new to the glitched consumables, basically they rotate between the different items. They don't stay as one single consumable for like the entirety of the game. They actually switch between them, and they can switch between 6 different things. You've got apples, mushrooms, coconuts, peppers, hop rocks, and also shadow stones. And again, the most interesting of those are the hop rocks and the shadow stones because those are some of the oldest ones, or at least, vaulted ones. Hop rocks, I think, were like the first first. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then Shadow Stones came a bit later, but Shadow Stones have been removed, and it's very interesting that those are returning because of all of this stuff that has to do with Kevin that we have talked about. I'm sure you guys have seen my videos about it, but even more stuff relating to him. I mean, it's pretty interesting overall. And then after that, guys, I real quick wanted to talk about the new item, the Junk Rift, and go specifically over what they say about it in the patch notes so you know exactly how it works. Now, basically, they say it is a throwable item that breaks on contact and spawns a large object in the sky that plummets to the ground. The plummeting object damages players and destroys everything in its path, and also creates a small shockwave upon landing that damages players and destroys everything in its radius. So that is pretty interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting for competitive in late games when everybody's building and turtling and stuff like that. It might be actually pretty overpowered then. We're going to have to wait and see how it plays out. But on top of that, you also have the damage is a direct hit, or when you get a direct hit, 200, which is an instant elimination. That's maybe a bit up there, maybe a bit OP. And oddly enough, they say direct hit slightly knocks the players back, but I'm not sure how that'd be possible since they get eliminated in solo. Also, you have shockwave hit does 100 damage, and both hits immediately destroy vehicles and destructible objects on impact, meaning it does destroy the brute, but the brute can move pretty easily. So not sure about that. Also, guys, it drops in stacks of 2, max size stack of 4, epic rarity, and available from floor loot, chests, supply drops, and llamas. So yeah, guys, definitely a pretty interesting item overall, and those are the specifics about it. So leave your comments down below of what you think of that item. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more fun videos coming out in the near future. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, how the robot is going to be returning, and then below that, another fun video I'm sure you guys will enjoy. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.